And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Songs of Six as we attempt to be a tyrant. That's not going super well. We haven't quite got the guard power high enough to be really tyrannical in a beneficial way yet. Although the guard power is growing. Going up. Slowly but surely. Just take the small unit here to max. On training. Oh, and I still have more training facilities in addition to that. So you're at 30, 20, 20, so we'll take you to 30. But yeah, building up the nurseries. So I'm trying to improve on some of my service needs that have sort of begun to wane due to not expanding them. Mainly the hospitals and the daycare. So I'm going to do the daycare first, then we're going to do the hospitals here. My hearts are apparently underserved. I don't have enough hearts. Okay. I don't have big enough hearts. One of the two. Yeah, hearts are overused. Okay, I need more hearts. Not the full size of hearth. If it is, let's copy and paste the existing one. Yeah, that is the full size of hearth. Okay. No hearth there. Can I squeeze another one in there? Yeah. Squeeze another in there. Which means I should squeeze one in there, because I've copy and pasted the district a couple times. Bands have been spotted raiding our border. Okay, let me get these hearts out before I forget. Right there. Do another one over there. Squeeze it. Can I squeeze it in there? No. There will work. That'll work. That will work. Okay, let's try rolling back. Where am I getting raiders in my territory? Who unfortunate sods decided to come raid my territory? You've decided to raid my territory. You're not. You're Raiders of Narcola. It's because I don't have enough raid security in the area, which that makes sense. Oh, thinking about it. Did I pick up more? I have picked up more admin. A little bit of border guard upgrade might not be terrible. I'll go 32 admin. Force, health, law and order. I'll take the 310s instead of the 25. Yeah. Our units start marching while I go upgrades. So got the workforce here for law and order or health. Would I rather health or law and order? Let's start with law and order, because I can potentially use that to reduce workforce being used on happiness, if I do that in enough places. I can do both here, so we will do both here. Same here, I can do both here. Okay. Okay, so bouncing back to you. Can I reduce the level on you? No. Well, that's Talapi. Might be better Okay, yeah, so we can reduce level 1 on you, which raise up 10 workforce, add 1 level there, improve the healthcare. Here we go. Up 1 level, improve law and order. No, it's not going to be enough if I trade 1 more. So we'll do that there. Still don't have the tier 2 healthcare there, but that's fine. And the new areas, I just did pick up Border Guard. I don't have a workforce to get the Border Guard max level everywhere. So maybe not there. Come back to it at least. You don't have the workforce, although. Yeah, so it's gotta be those 4. In fact, those 4 probably also. 2 of them probably want to grab the Workers Guild. Grab level 1 Workers Guild here. In fact, I can go level 2. Here we go. So I'll add a little bit more garrison everywhere. Which means I can probably invest less in normal defenses. There we go. So we grab the health improvement there. Improve health across the realm. My question is that going to be enough that I can reduce expenditures on health? Maybe not. Go ahead and speed up, get rid of the raiders. And the changes now with the increased garrison means that I don't have to worry about the raiders happening again. It's just this one opportunity. One instance. Right, probably go so far as to reduce the protection here. Expanding garrison, but I won't bother with that right now. It's been a particularly cold winter, apparently. People are not appreciative of them dying from cold, so I would have a little bit of an issue there. There we go. Don't want to auto-resolve this battle, although we would win the battle. I just don't want to lose that much experience. We will manually take command here. Against the raiders. Bit of hammers, bit of spears and shield, spear and shield. Shouldn't really be a problem for our troops. Here comes the enemy's charge. They missed the charge. One of the enemy units is already broken. $84 remain. We've lost one of the 200 soldiers we brought them. Lost the second one. There goes that unit mostly decomposing, and the rest of it goes. There we go. We lost 2 guys, defeated 131. Much better than the auto resolve. I will be chivalric this time and release them. We'll just take their stuff, and the raiders are gone. Anyway, with the new improved law and order, I could probably go around some of the smaller cities at least and reduce the... maybe not. Although, can I do that with the healthcare? Keep healthcare up. Yeah, a little close. Would involve a little bit of shrinking, although a little bit of shrinking wouldn't be an issue. We'll just keep it. Need to improve health a little bit more, apparently, but that's going to become a big thing. The odd job are so negative. Oh, because I got people migrating out because of the dying, I suspect. Gotta calm back down. And we'll get migration going the other way again. There will be murders, punishments, immigration, a bunch from hypothermia. Yeah, so now that we're getting the warmer months and I'm building more hearths, because apparently the hearths were really overstretched for whatever reason. Oh, the wells are pretty overstretched as well. Daycares... Well, I still need to improve the daycares, but I'm kind of odd job or short for the moment while I'm trying to fix the hearths and the wells. The hearths are better now that it's no longer winter. Good to know. Yeah, so I should probably prepare for the extreme weather by just doubling the number of hearths and wells. And we're much closer with the daycare. Still a bit short. Worked out. I think I've got enough. At least assuming I import the clothes. Right, if I'm importing the clothes to buttress the shipping for troops. I've got enough rations for another 100. Up close enough to them? Yeah. Let's actually take these units up to 100 now. And then when they're at 300, we can go on campaign, take over more territory. Although I do need to get the city to be a little bigger, so I have the noble promotions to properly govern them. Those two wells are done, or those two hearths done. Did I put another one over here? Squeeze the second one in over here. Don't look like it. I should probably squeeze another one over there at least. Pretty cramped is the problem over here. Small ones in, I suppose, and then do a manual upgrade. Yeah, it's about the same space as another one. Looks like most of the new ones are built. Good to see. That should help prevent them from happening again. We had a really cold winter and a lot of people died due to being too cold. I should probably go around and do the wells. Similar reasons. Oops, I copy and pasted a pool, but did not actually bring the water over to the pool. Because I hadn't planned on having a pool there. Fix that quickly. Avians can come in, we'll let more in. 500 on them. Has it been 3 days for the army to fill them up? No, still a day or two more to go, really. Sparlin. Tool Lector. 1.4k soldiers, so it's bigger than the garrison, so we're going to pay up, as annoying as it is. Say they're merely bluffing, that's not actually how the game works. Or in fact, they're going to come invade us. Said no. Almost at 600. Or 6,000. Army expanded. The army is ready for campaign. Okay. Unless we get the nobles, this is going to be a very disappointing home city, but shouldn't otherwise be too bad. Okay, the enemy is resisting. We don't outnumber them by very much, so that's fair. Charge us. Maybe. Maybe. Here comes the charge. go. Now we take advantage of flanking. We get that one to run, and then we basically all have the other one surrender pretty quickly behind. Kind of needs to be a little less concerned about breaking formation to dig in on them. There we go, the bigger stack has given up. Numbers, flanks compromised. There goes decomposing. We lost 7 to defeat 270. Say that is a successful battle. If far enough away that they'll probably get a garrison before we get to siege. Splice roll. Kill the game. Are you struggling that hard to deliver the supplies? Not really. Yeah, so we're gonna wait siege. Governor passed. Anyway, we could do with more people migrating in. Oh, the wrongful deaths haven't gone away yet. So, haven't completely gone away yet. So we'll get a little bit more coming in as soon as those wear off. In the meantime... Yeah, they're hospital and daycare improvements. Let's do hospital improvements. So to make the hospitals a better service need, I need another 20 employees employed in them. We're employing 3 per. I need another 7 hospitals. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Not gonna fit in there. Sure. 6. 7. Oh, and how do I look for admins? 7 net points, so... I think we're probably at target, or close to target. Yeah. Shouldn't really be expecting to get any more, at least until we not improve. At least not until we improve education. was getting... Although that would be knowledge, right? If I could get the knowledge for the upgrade for speakers... And well, that's the stage. Stage and speakers. Speaker. Although that's 100 knowledge, so that's a lot of knowledge. Non-trivial number of amount of knowledge. Be a decent fulfillment source. Yeah, definitely accept more slaves. Okay, the hospital's finished and people actually go to work in them. We'll get more fulfillment from that. It'll improve the fulfillment for all but the Amivians, because Amivians don't care about... well, we've got the hospitals turned off for Amivians because they care inversely. They prefer us to not have any hospitals. Amivians can, well... We'll let them not go to the hospital if they don't want to go, but... We'll not tolerate there being none. The races can care and sake. I don't think it's due to lack of housing in here. I think it's the wrong ops trying to work in the wrong neighborhood, sort of thing. It's affecting your housing efficiency. Because in theory, that's another place where we get a little bit more housing efficacy, or fulfillment is getting a little bit more reliable distribution of housing. We got a comfortable number of people unhoused. It's definitely easier to manage housing in a monocultural city or a minimal cultural city where you're not running all six. So we're sitting basically at 100% loyalty, which is good, because that's keeping the bad stuff from happening. But we're not sitting at 100% happiness. So we are being a little tyrannical. We are getting a loyalty bonus from Law and Order that is keeping loyalty at 100, even while happiness is not 100. But we're not getting... And that's kind of interfering with the migration. That's why the city isn't growing particularly fast at the moment. It is growing, though. Siege isn't quite done. Okay, all the construction for the moment is done. I'm going to redesign this caretaker area to just be a better caretaker area. Each of these are in theory servicing 20. Although, apparently I'm not using the full service, which is interesting. Do I just have like a regional mismatch where I've got, nope, there's desire for more children here. Not like in the Namibian area where we've got enough, okay. Although it's just that one in the Namibian area that has enough. And in theory, I'd say that's probably more of a traveling issue. And then we do. We hit 6K there, so more innovation, more knowledge, more importantly, more noble promotions. Let's come to a pause. Let's find a noble. All of them are currently assigned to governors, which is not surprising. And we promote. There we go. So I now have 525 government points, which is enough to expand some of these cities. Get all the way up to large city, which is what we have unlocked. Need another 180 per city of the 4 cities out here. I think they're all big enough I can pretty reasonably do that. Although I don't have enough government points, right? So it'd be 3 of them is 520. So in theory, I could only upgrade 3 of them. And we're expanding the Empire. I might wait off until I've finished expanding the Empire. To actually go for really expanding these cities. But we will go ahead and cash in what we can without having to make the cities bigger. So we can make you that step bigger. Without growing you, but you're that size. You can go 1 step bigger. And you can go 1 step bigger. Which means you can run that level in the guard. That level in the guard. And you can level up your guard 1. There you go. That'll just put more realm garrison all around, which is good. I suppose I could just get this one large enough that it could go up to the next size. There you go, that alone would be enough. And then with the extra workforce, I can do the guard as well. And then tech-wise, I got more knowledge, more innovation. Oh, I'd have to get gems going, though. Or I could just import gems. I suppose I could just import gems. Might want to try to save up knowledge to do the advanced library upgrade. And then innovation is just improving industries. Although that is... Okay, so I could do the innovation for the gem mine, I can import the gems, I just need to get 53 knowledge or so. Or improved libraries. The reinvestment will improve the libraries, are probably going to be enough to do the lab stuff. Okay. Think about that. So yeah, I think we're gonna disassemble these and just make it more space efficient. The old design made a lot of sense when we didn't have the fabric, but now I've got lots of fabric. Oh, I'm not, let's increase the fiber tax. Need another 400 fiber. Just double the level. Yep. Yeah. Now I know that cleared out. I can go ahead and put another one in that space. Oops. Just to copy the building, not the support. Yeah, we'll run that wide. That'll make sense. Do something like that. That isn't working for those two hexes, or those two squares. I just realized I didn't do the PlayStation as close to the wall as I did on the last one. Okay, so push you down. Nope, let's do 3, 3. And I can sort of jut out the middle one like that. Okay, that works. We can work with that. And then we carve the place. Maximize the packing. Children servicing in here as possible. Altercation in the marketplace. Merchants from far away try to hawk their wares at one of your marketplaces. Unfortunately, a fight broke out due to a clash of customs, and an enormous pot filled with exotic spices shattered in the scuffle. No one was hurt, but the wind scattered the contents far and wide. The spice is supposedly harmless if ingested, but causes extreme itchiness when it reaches skin or eyes, as many subjects have found out. Fabric could be used to shield the workplace and the public areas until the spice settles, but some of it is unlikely to be reusable. Sure. Use fabric to mitigate the malice there. There we go. The capital briefly transformed into a much more gaudy version of itself, with fabric adorning every street and workshop. Escaping that terrible itching made even the most outlandish ornaments suddenly practical. Yeah. Oh, I'm narrower on one side than I am on the other. Okay. Just have to live with that. A little bit more storage. That works. 98 children. Remember to put doors in. That'll work. And then I can do another, not a copy paste, another one over here. Yeah, that should work. Leave road down the middle. Okay, that should work in that space. Do that for storage and then carpet the place up. Okay. Carpeting, carpeting, carpeting. I still have enough efficiency, so I can start filling the sort of the reserve spaces I left just in case I need a bit more. 105 fitting in there. Yeah, okay. And then we need doors for access. Like so. That should be good to go. Bishop says, got the storing upgrade. It's crazy good. Yeah, the storage upgrades, if you can afford the furniture for them, are really good. For trying to just fit a lot of stuff in a given amount of space. Okay. Siege is done. Occupy the place. Wait until the devastation goes away. But in the meantime, basic level. Here, you probably need the basic level here. Some basic road. See how the population handles. Tier. So, and then we can give you border guard level 2. Oh, probably do a little bit better road as well. Probably can go even better. Do the maximum tax mod. Yeah, roads used to have a realm effect, then now they don't anymore. Makes them a bit expensive far away from the capital. Yeah, good. Daycare up to 100%, hopefully. And then we'll start building out the schools. Maybe even an argument to start building the schools out as is. Don't know if the tooltips have been updated on the schools in the build list. Schools there. Does it cost paper? Although it's a, oh, and production. It's the production method on the school costs paper. And then university. University doesn't imply that it costs paper. Let's build a university and figure that out. Doesn't, that's a pretty big deal. It's been a while since I've built schools, if you've watched the channel, so I'm not going to say that these are anywhere near going to be optimal shaped. Okay. But that works. Okay, that'll work. There is some walkable space apparently in the podium, but it's not all walkable space in the podium. Okay, that's not too bad. 84 students. Place doors all around it, so it's easy for copy pasting. I might regret this when this is built because it will eat 84 workers as they're being educated, but... making the object count worse, after all. Maybe not the best of plans. Although probably what I'll do in the short run is I'll turn everything but humans off so we can get the education bonuses. On our labs, admin, and researching people. So, new schools are done. So we need about 80 more children worth of access. The daycares. Be optimal. Out on the world map. Hasn't recovered from the devastation, although it's getting pretty close. And yeah, it was a good idea to only do one level because we didn't retain enough population. Nope, got some guys not training. Let's get you training another batch. And yeah, the university does, at least for the moment, appear not to cost any paper. Turn the study limit off on everyone else for the moment. So it gets purely used on humans. Humans are also a little faster. Okay, that will train 84 humans at a time into being more educated. By extrapolation, that'll slowly raise. The enlightenment for education will go up. Current limit is 10% on adult. So I should be able to get a full 0.1% bonus to admin. So it'll be like 30 admin, 20 laboratory, or 20 innovation, and 20 knowledge. So that still probably implies that I should get more, get another library, get more innovation. So I can afford to have the innovation upgrade. Okay, once again, I'm going to do a removal of old daycares and replace them with new, fancy, more space-efficient daycares. That was only 60 I removed, so as long as I put more than 60 back in that spot, we'll be positive space. A little bigger, because I wasn't necessarily using the space in the city. Doors at least in those spots. Max-size playstations. Okay, so we can work with something like that. Get some more stations in like that. I will need some storage. And then we can start carpeting. So we'll start by carpeting the places where people, or the children gotta stand to work at their playstations. Because those areas have to be accessible, one way or the other. And then we'll do the primary walkways. Efficiency's starting to come down, so I will need to put a little bit more storage in. It's probably more storage than I need. Yep, that'll work. 135 in a space that previously held 60. So more than twice the space efficiency. I can work with that. Yep. Actually, we'll put some on the pass-through area. So. Okay, let's pop out and check on you. Loyalty is relatively high, so on to the next city goes the army. Yeah, and due to the nationwide police force, I no longer need to make sure you have your own local happiness bonus. We are. Enemies are just hiding in their fortress. Okay, so we'll siege them down. Works for me. Oh, looks like it's due time for another part break. So if you're watching on YouTube, we will have another part up tomorrow. We are going to record one more part tonight. So if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here to get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea. Probably try to get one of the ad breaks out of the way so we don't have it occurring during the next stream. We're going to be continuing to expand the city, expand the guard force. The guard force quality is what we're really trying to expand, although we might need to do some expanse in the size. It looks like I'm still good for the size for the moment. I'm trying to keep a fourth of the population trained up to be part of the militia. Wait, from a raw, let's just train the troops. We do want more active duty capacity so we can get more law. Guard power is sitting around 37% because the city at this point is growing faster than the guards are getting better at guarding the city. The struggles, right? But yeah, this is where we're going to go and put the part break in. I think with that new daycare done, I have enough daycares for the moment. This might not have updated to account for the new service. Yeah, I think we're close enough. Or I'll let it run for a little bit, and we'll check the nursery over here in the next one. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I can take a short break here to get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and then we'll be recording for about another hour, which is mostly probably going to be expanding the realm as we let this army go out and take over the territory. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions. So spiral down there. 3 more up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more regions. So take over 9 more regions. Can't get there without trespassing. But yeah, take as many regions over as we can, and then we can sort of benefit from having these regions. Probably not all of them are particularly large. Like this one's probably a bit small. This one might not be worth growing, for example, but most of them are probably worth growing. So until next time, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream, and bye for now.